What are your money messages? You have 4 piles to choose from. Remember, these are general readings. You can choose one or you can choose all 4. It's up to you. For a personal reading, check the description box below. And I don't thank you enough, but I really do appreciate all of y'all. And I'm just I feel so lucky that I'm able to connect with everyone. And I love the comments, and I just really appreciate you guys, and it's a lot of fun doing this, and get to help people sometimes. So we'll choose from 4 piles. The first pile is this turquoise stone. The second pile is Fat Buddha. The third pile is a man who has some chewed up hands and chewed up legs. And then the fourth pile is a leaf. So let's get on into it with pile 1. Your money messages. We have Stuck in the Mud. We have Dragon's Lair. We have Wonder. We have Trust. We have Follow Your Heart. We have 8 of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Queen of Clubs, the Ace of Hearts, and the 9 of Swords. So there is something you have your eye on. There's a risk you want to take, maybe an investment you want to make, a business you want to start up, but there is some risk involved. It's very exciting. It gets you going, but it also freaks you out because you could lose everything. And so rather than take this risk, what you're doing is keeping yourself stuck in a position, in your current position, whether that's your current job or just the way you go about things. And there's some overwork, working too hard at a place that doesn't spark this excitement, that doesn't spark this fire in your belly, that doesn't spark this sort of adventure, this exhilaration, this flutter in your heart. We have Follow Your Heart here. So you're stuck in the mud, overworking yourself while your heart's desire is in the ethers, right? It's in the background of your mind. You're sitting wondering, and I feel like there might be, it might seem easier right now to daydream about what could come instead of taking action, but you are currently not taking action. You are not following your heart. You are staying stuck in the mud because it is easier to wonder and to dream and to fantasize about this exhilarating new risk rather than actually taking action to do it. I also feel like for some of you, you are expecting an outside force to bring you this exhilarating risk, right? Like the right opportunity to come around to bring you this risk, or to make the conditions perfect, right? But I feel like the more you put your trust in others, the more they will let you down, not even in a way that's in a lack of integrity, but just in a way where they misunderstand your true heart's desire. Because even if we're talking about like your spiritual guides, your angels, they could be confused because you say you want one thing, you want this dream you have, this big risk, this big, like, you ever had a dream, Pee-wee? Maybe some of you, like Simone, who wanted to travel to France. This is in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I can't believe I'm bringing up this movie, but whatever, that's where Spirit wants me to go today. But Simone in Pee-wee's Big Adventure wanted to go to France, and she had an abusive boyfriend, and she was terrified of him. Randy! So she had to leave that relationship and sneak off to France. But it was scary because Randy was trying to track Simone and Pee-wee down because Pee-wee talked her into following her dream. But anyway, I don't know why that popped in, but what I was saying is waiting for the right opportunity to leave will only give people who could help you, people who could give you the opportunities. They'll get, whether that's external 3D people or your spirit team. It's like giving them mixed messages of, I want this, but I'm not in alignment, like I'm not living a life that suggests that I do want this, right? So your whole world, like there's like this whole inner fantasy world that you have, but on the surface it's very flatline. On the surface it's very by the book, and on the surface it's very follow the rules, do what I'm told, push me down. You could be an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius, or this could be someone around you. I feel like there could be some outbursts of emotion, some temper tantrums, because working so hard at a place you feel stuck at is creating way more anxieties than are necessary. So there might be like outbursts of crying, and it's because you're not in alignment with where you want to follow your heart. So less dreaming and more action. If you're not an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, this could be someone external to you who is triggering these emotions. Someone who is a fun, sexy, popular character, and they're kind of the life of the party, and just a star whenever they walk into the room, and everyone's eyes goes to them, right? And so you may be in a situation where you feel stuck, but they thrive in that environment, and it's triggering things in you because it's like you would thrive in this risky environment, in this exhilarating environment, but you're choosing to stay stuck in an environment where you can't shine, where you can't thrive, and others might be stealing the spotlight or steamrolling you, or just triggering again a lot of outbursts and mental anxieties. That's all I have for number 1. Let me know if that resonated. I love you very, very much. If you would like to get a personal reading, check the description box below. And of course, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Love you very much. Bye. Okay, number 2, Green Buddha. Green Buddha. Sacred Pool. Stormfield. I like how the color scheme and the picture is very similar, even though they're two kind of contrasting messages. I like that. Vitality. Nature. No Judgment. Joyville. Okay. 2 of Pentacles reversed. Prince of Pentacles. The Emperor reversed. Jack of Diamonds. 10 of Diamonds. And 8 of Cups. So, the Sacred Pool talks about self-esteem, looking in the mirror, knowing how much you're worth, and I do see 2 cards indicating that you do in fact know how much you are worth. you take your time with things, you dot every I, cross every T, make sure everything is perfect. You might be a little slow to others, but you are meticulous in what you do, and you make sure you get all the details right. And it doesn't matter if you have a handful of beans or a large savings account. Whatever you are doing to invest is going to get you through the long haul. I do see there might be an unexpected expense with this storm field in nature, quite possibly a natural disaster where you have to rebuild your home, and it's expenses that you weren't expecting. I see it could be a sudden health issue with nature and vitality in storm fields. But this is to make something stronger. A lot of times when, like the trope of the tower card is, it was built on a rocky foundation, so now you need to rebuild on more solid ground. So with this storm fields, it's like, kind of has that tower energy, and tied in with vitality. It's like perhaps your house or your health wasn't on the right foundation, and this sort of accident is a little detour into troubleshooting what is going to be best for you. I am also seeing for some of you, perhaps you have a veggie garden, and making that investment is going to give you food to sustain you. It's going to help your vitality. It's working with nature. However, again, with the storm fields, be mindful and prepared of natural disasters that could sweep away your crops. The thing with the storm fields is, the message upright is that everything is falling apart into place. Right? It's like a disaster that's happening to move everything around into its right order. We have the Emperor reversed, and then no judgment. When this natural disaster occurs, there might be a tendency to criticize the foundation, right? Well, if we would have built the house this way, then the hurricane wouldn't have affected it, something like that. And I think there might be some ego surrounding the loss of everything you built, right? The Emperor is the ruler of an empire, his empire, what he built. So, and it doesn't have to be health, it doesn't have to be home. It could very easily be a job loss, it could be storm fields, I don't know, a family member all of a sudden needing money. I'm not really sure. But there is a need to walk away from something. There is a need to walk away from something that a lot of emotion has been invested in, but it's too overwhelming at the moment, and your main focus needs to be joy instead of any sort of dramas that will tarnish everything you built as this slow, steady person. Like, just because the storm goes through doesn't mean that everything you built will be destroyed. It just means it's an opportunity to make things better, make things stronger, improve situations. If you do have like a sudden job loss or, an unexpected expense that knocks out your budget, then I feel like with this vitality card, this is going to sort of train you to have like an emergency fund, a safety fund. This experience is going to create the impetus to want to save more into the future so that you can have more joy in your life. Let me know if that resonated, Happy Buddha. And I'll see you next time. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I love you very, very much. Bye. Okay, number 3, Chew That Man. We have Moonlight reversed, Follow the Leader reversed, Personal Growth, Joy, Sanctuary, Strength reversed, the Empress, 3 of Swords reversed, 2 of Clubs, 7 of Clubs, and the 9 of Diamonds. I think a lot of you are compulsive shoppers. I think a lot of you have a spending problem. I think some of you might have recently gone through a breakup, and so spending money on things helps sort of take your mind off of the situation. There is a dopamine release every time we undergo a transaction. There's an injection into our brain of joy. I feel like you are letting the shopping impulses control you and not dealing with the sadness and uncertainty that you are experiencing, and I think you are not taking leadership of your finances. You could quite possibly be a hoarder or be in a hoarding energy at the moment. It's like you buy all these things outside of the home, and then whenever you get home, it's just like a mountain of crap that you have to deal with. But there are some things deep within you. They could be something like psychic gifts. They could be something like inner child work, past life stuff, ancestral karma, something that is emotional, something that is not tangible, something that is hard to see, hard to recognize on an emotional level. It doesn't even have to be something specific like I broke up or my mom died or a big event that has changed you recently. It could be unresolved trauma within your childhood, unresolved feelings about money. There may be a misconception that it's easier to just charge it and you can always get out of credit, but when I see this personal growth with the frog on the bicycle, frog is money, by the way. He has to exert this energy on the unicycle bicycle. He has to work to move this bicycle. So it's like getting a hold of debt is something I feel that's scary to you, but it will help you grow in your finances overall, is to just cut back on your spending. Don't give in to impulse spending. And I'm hearing a lot of you spend it on like beauty products, makeup, but frivolous beauty things, jewelry and all of that. You could definitely cut back your spending in that department so that you can grow a more financial future and not have to always be paying off debt. But I feel like some of this spending is out of defensiveness to sort of protect yourself now that it's just you. Like this hoarding, this over buying is sort of to insulate what you might feel like you lack within yourself. Like maybe feeling incomplete within yourself, so you buy these things to sort of like fill in the gaps. But I get the sense that these are unplanned, impulsive spending, and you just need to reel it in. When I see this joy, it has little popcorn coming out of a popcorn bag, and it's making me think of a situation where you don't spend on Sephora, you don't, you know, you have a no spend month or something, and at the end of it you reward yourself with a movie, right? Negative and positive reinforcement are going to be good for you at this time. Setting goals, being a leader of your finances, taking control of your finances is going to help you feel like you're not a victim of those circumstances, like you're not trapped in a wheel of constant debt, but instead you are an active participant in your exchange, right? In what you give and what you receive. And so be mindful about your spending, but also go deep within, do some journaling, go to counseling if you need to, and try to work through these unconscious feelings you have within you that lead you to these impulses that make you want to buy all this stuff, and figure out where that's coming from and why you do it. If you would like a personal reading, that would be a great purpose for that, to find out why you do it. You can check the description box below. Also, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you very much, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, last but not least, the leaf. Still believe. Whoa! We have the Wizard of Awareness, commitment, friendliness, confidence, ups and downs, the Magician, Eight of Swords, the Hierophant reversed, Six of Wands, Three of Diamonds, and Two of Cups. Wow. 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 Okay, so I feel for those of you who chose number 4, you do not fit into a company. Quite possibly you don't fit into corporate culture at all. You know, the big institutions and bureaucratic red tape of big businesses, right? But after taking a period of stepping back and observing, actually, back up. You spent a lot of time trying to manifest money, career, the right ways to earn a livelihood. You've spent a lot of work, and you have a lot of training in that too. So you might have, you know, a lot of degrees, a lot of advanced degrees, or just a lot of experience in this field. And no matter what you did to master that craft, there was always a feeling of stuckedness. There was always a feeling of being stuck, because I feel like you might be more of a visionary than what this corporate suit and tie establishment place is, right? You're just beyond the company, right? You're just such a visionary that, like, you're light years ahead of them. So you step back and went into a place of, I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to observe everyone and not react to anything. I'm going to, I feel like you have also stepped back as far as, like maybe you're not taking as many training classes or doing as many side hustles. Like I feel like this is a little bit of a break, a little bit of a step back after having achieved so much and garnered so many skills. There is a friend in your vicinity that is a great match for some sort of business partner. This is someone who you have had highs, had lows with, they've seen you at your worst, and they still love you, right? And you've seen them be crazy and get mean and mad and fly off the handle, and you still love them, right? And I feel like if you guys partner together, I'm getting like tingles, I'm excited about this one. If you guys go into business together, then you're both going to get more confidence and be more successful than trying to go about it in like a 9 to 5, I'm in a cubicle, you know, like a traditional type of way. Like you are going to, one of your friends, if it's not a friend you have now, it could be a friend that you meet, you know, soon. But there's going to be this mutual respect, mutual affection towards each other, right? Does not have to be romantic, but it could be someone that you are romantically involved with too, or someone that you know, is a friend and then leads to romance or anything like that. But this is realizing that a very traditional workplace is just not for you. It leaves you feeling trapped, and it's beyond your ability, or you are beyond, your abilities are beyond that place. But finding this partnership, everything is going to run more smoothly and work together, mainly because you have seen each other at your worst, so you have the confidence to push through the hard times, right? Whereas in this traditional workplace, there might have been a power imbalance to where, like the equal give and take was off, right? But this partner is going to recognize you. They're going to know how good you are at what you do, how awesome you are, and they're going to be like the great fit for you. Like whatever you don't have, they have, and whatever they have, you don't have, right? So you're just going to work together like peanut butter and jelly, salt and pepper, and that is really sweet, and I love that. But right now you might be sort of backing away and seeing other options. But let me know. I love you very much, and I will see you next time. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, check the description box below. Bye!